So, first and foremost, we'll say Kalam Yahweh Shem Yahshua Shem HaKakodash. The one, the city, elders and apostles, a good most on the overall, and teach well. And on to the brothers pushing the truth across the four corners, with all sincerity. Those upon you checking in with another video. Still I can't hear my voice. That sounded so quite right. Just woke up. Um, rain was hitting pretty hard. So I was just like, if I'm up, might as well, get a video. And maybe try to go back to sleep. And then, then I gotta be up for work in a couple hours. So we'll start at verse 6, right? This is a vision that Jeremiah is seeing. Ask ye now and see whether a man up to veil with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands at his loin? On his loins, so men travail, and all faces are turned to paleness. Alright, men don't travail with children. Right? It's like a form of sarcasm, pretty much. Right? He's pretty much seeing, men hunched over in pain. Right? And he sees men hunched over in pain because of the famine, because of Jacob's trouble. Right? Just the amount of shit going on, race riots, race wars, political wars, left versus right, Democrat versus Republican. Right? He's seeing all these things. Right? These men are hunched over in pain, man. Why I see every man with hands on his loins, a woman in travail, right? Like a woman giving birth, like in pain, suffering. Alright? And all faces are turned into paleness. Right? The word for paleness means fear. Alright? So yeah, strength to deliver themselves, not colored skin. Alright? Faces of paleness, you're gonna be in fear. Yeah, mention the troops, these notes that I put in. That also goes into Isaiah the 10th chapter. Right? They shall tread them in the streets like the miry clay, man. Right? They're martial law, man. They didn't get at Jake, man. Alas, for that day is great, said none is like it. It's even the time of Jacob's trouble, but you should be saved out of it. Yeah. No time is like it. Right? 70 AD. Right? No other time before it's gonna be like it. It's gonna be very, very brutal, right, to our people. Right? And it's also gonna be the world's trouble. But it's gonna be our trouble first. When they push this MOTB, right? Start gathering people up, taking people, right, bringing them to these these camps, things like that. Say, hey man, you gotta take this MOTB, or we finna put you to death, man. That's the our temptation. However, they're not gonna catch, not gonna catch everyone. You're not gonna put everyone. You're not gonna be able to put everyone to death, right? The scripture says, "We shall not all sleep. We shall all be changed." It's not everyone is gonna be, martyred, man. You know what I mean? It's only for certain individuals, who have to go through that, right? But at the end of the day, we don't know like we don't know who that is, man. So you gotta be in that spirit, like, hey, Lord willing, put that spirit on me in that time that I reject the MOTB, that I reject that mark, and your brothers have even made a prayer about that. You can look that up, man. Lord, please put the spirit on me to reject the mark. But of course, it's in the Hebrew, right? Because words uttered in the Hebrew have much more power, when you utter it in, these different languages, right? So that to be like, oh, righteous, but if you say like a quick prayer when you're on the way to wherever you gotta go, but like, you could look up prayers in the Hebrew and read them in the Hebrew, man. Of course, you got like the Lord's Prayer, which, things like that. You should read in the Hebrew, man. Alright, so this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, Verse 5, O Assyrian, the rod of my anger and the staff in the hand is in my indignation. Right? So these Assyrians, man, this isn't talking about the ancient Assyrians. These are talking about the new, modern day Assyrians, which are these Americans, man. These damn devils, man. Right? If you go into Second Ezra, the 15th chapter, it talks about how, what was it, the Arabians, I think it is Arabians, maybe someone else, shall lay waste to a portion of the land of the Assyrians, man. And these modern day Assyrians are talking about these Americans, man. Right? The Assyrians were very cruel, cruel people when you go back into the scriptures. I believe it's the book of Tobit that goes into it. Yeah, man. They were talking about how they were like, flaying Jake alive and like putting Jakes on fucking on poles and shit, like put them on spikes, dead bodies, leaving their carcasses laying around and shit. Right? They're very cruel to our people, man. That's why they go into captivity too, man. Fucking damn heathen. Alright? All these heathen go into captivity, man. All of them. They all gonna be under us. Ain't no damn heathen gonna be over an Israelite in the kingdom. Alright? Even the Jake that's the most abominable in this time now is gonna be over the heathen in the kingdom. Right? Because the Jake that's the most abominable now, right? He gonna, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be put to death, right? And then he's gonna come back in the kingdom. He's gonna be righteous, right? Um, you know what I mean? Like however that plays out, because you're gonna have Jakes that are gonna, you know, come. Like not every Jake is gonna die during World War III. Every Jake that's not gonna get saved is not gonna die during World War III, because you got Jake all over the world, right? So in other places, they're gonna be brought to us, and if they don't wanna get with the program, they're gonna get put to death, right? So they don't wanna, you know, worship Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man. They get put to death, and then, you know what I mean? They're just gonna reincarnate anyway, and then in the next life they're gonna be a-okay, right? But lose an example like these 2/3 right here in America, the most abominable, the most bugged out 2/3 or whatever. I don't know, say fucking Diddy, right? That nigga gonna die on this side, and then the kingdom be gonna be alright. He gonna reincarnate. And I'm being 100% serious when I say that, because all Israel shall be saved. Alright? So know that, damn heathen. And so yeah, and the staff in their hand is in the nation, staff represents that power, man. These different groups, right? Is the Lord's anger, is the Lord's indignation, that righteous anger. He's gonna use them to get at Jake, man, during Jacob's trouble, man. Alright, to start, beating their ass, man. Alright? Taking them to these different camps and whatever. Right? Taking our people. Right? And yeah, man, Jake sell out. A lot of Jakes, man, they sell out quick, man. You're gonna take this shit as soon as it come out. And oh man, I could play PS5 on my mind. Shit, nigga. I've been waiting for that. I was like, yo, you don't even know what you're getting into, man. They don't even know. A lot of them actually. Nah, I'm not even saying that. Some of them do know, man, because they watch us or they heard us on the street and they said, man, fuck them niggas. I'm taking it anyway. They know, right? I'll send him against a hypocritical nation, against people in my wrath, right? Are they gonna know? They probably know and shit. I know some of them definitely watch us or like have heard of us because they, we've been around, right? But like, you know what I mean? They still gonna take it anyway, man. Because we're not dealing with them. But my point is, you know what I mean? When the food situation comes in, wow, I gotta support my family. And I have them type of guys too, right? That are just gonna take it because of that. And you have a lot of people that take it willingly, but then when things start to get hard, you got other people that are gonna take it because, oh man, I need my job, I need to make more money, and all this stuff, right? I'll send him against hypocritical nation, against people with my wrath, like give him a charge, something like Jake, right? Hypocritical nation, you know, because yeah, I mean, they act like, yeah, exactly. See, they act like they love the Lord, but they don't, or they claim to be, you know, yeah, a lot of Jake that like that, man. They'll claim that they're doing right, but they really not. They really not. When you try to teach them what's really right, they don't want to hear it. Ah, nah, man, I still want to eat my shrimp and lobster, and they going off this false Christian breakdown of John 3 and things like that, and they don't. They're blind. They're blinded. So it's just like they're not gonna. They can't get it. They're not gonna get it. You know, it's not meant for them to get it. Right? So don't bother trying to explain to your family or nothing like that, man. You know. So take the prey and treat them down like the mire in the streets. Right? To kill them. Right? Mire pretty much means like doodle. Okay. So yeah. And so yeah, the hypocritical nation is talking about us. What is gonna give this devil? Right? He's gonna send him against us, our people, man. Right? The people, the Lord's wrath. Right? Because our people go off, man. Even though the Lord sent His men to them. Right? These people, our people, they don't want to listen, man. Right? They laugh. They think it's a joke. They think this thing's a game, you know. But I'm gonna let it be like that. I'm gonna let it end like that. I'm gonna just let that be that. The one edified, and I say shalom.